this is Rebecca from Papeterie de Choix, and welcome back to my channel. I have a small journal to share with you. It's just a cute little something. You probably have seen this cover before from, I don't know, a year or so ago when I did 30 covers just to get myself ahead that much, and it was part of a series in this fabric that I did several journals from. I think this is the fourth one from this piece of fabric, and I have enough to make a couple more journals, I think. So this little journal is called Life in the Country. It is made primarily from the ephemera part of it is made primarily from book pages of like 10 or 11 small books from the 70s that I ripped up to make the pockets and stuff from. So, I have the pertinence on this, so I'll read them out. It is, it has 138 pages, 41 pockets, 3 tucks, 2 envelopes, 7 special ephemera, and 2 vintage ephemera, and it's 5 signatures. So, let's see what we've got. It's just a little tie holding it together, just a simple pamphlet stitch spine with some little beads on, and just a pretty little cover. So inside is a picture that I doctored up a little bit with some black paper behind, and just this little thing here. And I just I used the fabric and doubled it over and made just like a tuck pocket on the inside of the front and back cover. And so each signature has, was a blank greeting card, and I just used one of those as the cover for each signature. So each one of these has just a little depiction of life in the country back in the day, with then the images out of the book that I mentioned, and then just some different little ephemeras. Some of the pages are dyed green from using watercolor paint. Yeah, this is watercolor as opposed to acrylic. Some things I put, some pockets I put stuff in, and some I didn't. So it's just a cute little thing with just pictures from life in the country, things that you'd find if you were out walking in the country, or if you live in the country in your backyard, just that sort of thing. And then at the end of a couple of them, I have this little flip out from a whole card, and then there's a tuck here. And then just this was the fly sheets, I think they're called, or end papers out of a book that I thought fit this pretty well. It's a thick little book. It's 2 inches thick, so it's packed pretty tight. So just different flowers, and here we have some ledger paper. I was trying to say accounting paper. That would be correct, but it's not what it's called. And there's the other side of that one. And here's some kids playing on the maypole. It's reproductions of actual photographs. So, and this was one whole sheet, or 2 pages that joined in the middle, and so I used it in the center of this one. I thought it looked cute. The horses out in the barns, and the grass and stuff in bloom. Different weeds in the field. Here's another flip out. And the garden that's just got little stuff growing in it. And the robin. Robin always announces springtime here in the southeast U.S. where I live. And more barn, another barn and some geese here. So it's just a cute little book. How many times am I going to say cute, right? So this is just a ephemera with some scrap paper in it. Go in there. And this is a little something I made a while back. It's got a piece of dictionary page with this big, it's called a wapiti. I've inked it so I can't really see all the letters well, but it looks like a deer, so we'll call it a deer. And with this little vintage key on it. And here's a little boy playing with his pigs. Looks like feeding his pigs in the country. And a goose out at the lake. And you can't be in the country without a covered bridge, right? And yes, I have all my ducks in a row, at least on that piece of paper. And this was some ephemera that I made, and a little lamb and a rabbit. And then here's that tuck. And then in the back here, this is kind of what kind of started me on the whole thing. This is an actual photograph that I bought, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago, and I had made it into just this little thing. And I was like, yeah, that's the epitome of life in the country. A little cowboy on his horse, and he's having fun. See, fun. All right, so that is life in the country, or at least a version of it from back in the day. So thank you all very much for watching. And I know it's been a minute since I did a video. I took 3.5 weeks from the middle of March until 2 weeks ago, visiting my parents. My dad had a birthday, and he turned 85, and then my daughter came down from Indiana for 5 days, and then I went back with her and spent 2.5 weeks. So yeah, I'm really behind. And so this journal and all the journals that I have made thus far, and then one more that you'll see in a later video, is going to a festival this weekend, and hopefully I come back with no journals whatsoever. But we will see. So thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you with my next journal very soon.